Hi there. So for this week's topic, we are going to discuss about triangle congruence. Again, I'm your teacher, Ma'am Maya from Hermosa National High School. Now this triangle congruence is on Module 2 of the third quarter. Here, we are going to illustrate triangle congruence and illustrate the SAS, ASA, and SSS congruence postulate. Before that, let us have a short recall of our Module 1, which is undefined terms used in geometry. Now, I would like you to answer with a like button if the statement is correct and a dislike button if the statement is wrong. For the first question, a point has no size, no length, no width, nor thickness. Okay, are you ready? So, the answer would be yes. That statement is correct. Second question. A plane is a three-dimensional figure that has length, width, and thickness. The answer would be yes. This one is a dislike button because this statement is wrong. Next question. Congruent angles do not have the same measure. Do you agree with that? And the answer would be no. This one is a wrong statement. Next question. A perpendicular line are two intersecting set of points or line that form a right angles. Is it correct or not correct? Yes, this statement is correct. And we have complementary angles are two angles with a sum of 90 degrees. Now, is this true or correct or not? Let's see. Yes, so this statement is correct. Okay? So I hope you had fun answering with like button and a dislike button. But the question is, are you ready to earn points? Now I have a friend named Jake was so excited that he wants to dance. See, are you seeing Jake on the view on the screen? Yeah, that is Jake. Okay, so let us proceed with our topic. Before we have our topic, I would like to have a short or what you call a 5-question pretest. For the first question, which is the included side of angle B and angle C? Angle B and angle C. Now, I would like you to look at the triangle. We have triangle ABC. The answer would be, okay, the answer is side BC. Why? This will be angle B and this is your angle C. The included side between these two angles would be side BC. Is that easy? How about the second question? Which is the included angle of side AB and AC? The answer would be angle A. Now you might ask why? This is your side AB and the other one is your side AC. Now which angle is in between these two sides? Of course, that is your angle A. Next questions. Which side is congruent to side AY? Side. We have triangle P congruent to triangle less. Which one is congruent to AY? The answer will be ES. ES. Now why? Take a look at their name. We have PAY and the other one is LES. Now AY and ES are on the same location, so they are congruent. Next, which angle is congruent to angle P? Of course, that is angle L. You might ask why? Because they are both on the first name or on the same position. on the triangle. Also, their marking shows that they are congruent. Okay, now for triangle ABC, they say that it is congruent to triangle DEF. But by what triangle congruent postulate? Is it by side angle side or by side side side? Take your time, look at the figure. And the answer would be side side side. That was too quick, right? Because if you're going to look at these two triangles, there are no markings for angles. All are on its side. Next, for 2,000 points, which of the two figures shows ASA triangle congruence postulate? Is it figure 1 or figure 2? ASA. Ready? The answer will be figure 1. ASA. Look at ASA. You have angle, side, angle. Next question. Oh, sorry, that is the end of the pretest. Now, triangles are congruent if their three sides and three vertices can be paired. So, in this topic, we will be tackling about cpctc, which have included angle and the included side. Corresponding parts of the congruent triangles are congruent, and about the markings on the triangle. And on the second part, we will have the triangle congruence postulate, which are SSS, SAS, and ASA. Let us proceed with the first part. What do you call the included side and included angle? Let us define each term. Included angle is an angle between two sides of a triangle, while included side is the side common to two angles of a triangle. Let us study triangle AGE. We have this triangle A, G, and E. Now let us point out what are the included angles for this triangle. Angle A is included angle of side AG and AE. Why? If this is your angle A, this is your side AG, and this is your side AE. So angle A is in between of these two sides. Next, angle G is an included angle of AG and AE. Why? If this is your angle G, this is your angle side AG and side EG. So between these two sides is angle G. And we have angle E. Angle E is the included angle of AE and EG. Because angle E is between or in between these two sides. Now, let us have the included side. AG. Where is AG? There. So that's AG. That is side AG. So now side AG is the included side of angle A and angle G, simply because side AG is in between the two angles, as well as GE, included angle of angle G and angle E. The side AE, it is the included side of angle A and angle E. So those are the included sides of triangle AGE. Now let us do some practice. You can have a piece of paper with you and follow me as we go on with our exercises. Now, let's have this triangle. So in here, we have triangle HIP with parts or with markings on its angle. Angle blank is included angle of side HI and HP. What do you think is the included angle of side HI and side HP? Do you have an answer now? Okay, let's see if we do have the same answer. The answer is angle H. Correct? Alright, for the second question, blank is the included angle of IP and HP. The answer would be yes, angle phi. And blank is the included angle of IH and IP. The answer would be yes, it is the angle I. Now let us proceed with the included side. Now in determining the included side, you already have your clue there. You see, blank is the included side of angle H and angle I. Well, all you have to do is to combine these two letters and you will have the side HI. So that side is the included side of this or of angle H and angle I. Of course, you will have an idea now on the next answer. So that the included side would be I phi. And for angle P and angle H, the included side would be side HP. So I hope included side and included angle will be clear to you. Now let us proceed with cpctc. Oh Jake, you are always excited. Now what is cpctc? Again, cpctc. So that stands for corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. So in a triangle, when we say parts, we actually refer to as the sides and the angles. So that is the mean, or that what parts refer to. If we have these two triangles, are they congruent? Yes, they are. But we need to prove. We can't just say that, oh, they are congruent. We have to prove that they are congruent. Is there a markings? No. So let us introduce markings. First, let us name these triangles. We have triangle A, B, and C. And the other triangle is D, E, and F. Now, let us have CPCTC. Again, you should have angles and sides. If we have side AB and side DE having the same markings, then we can say that AB is congruent to DE. And if we have side BC, congruent with side EF. Now take a look at their markings. They have the same or common number of lines or markings. Now we can say that side BC is congruent to side EF. And last, if we had side AC and DF, therefore we can say that side AC is congruent to side DF. And those are the sides. Let us have angle. As you can see, we have angle A and angle D. They have the same markings, therefore, angle A congruent to angle D. How about the next one? We have their angle B. The same markings with angle E. We can say that angle B is congruent to angle E. And for the last part, we have angle C, which is congruent to angle F. So we have angle C congruent to angle F. Now, we will have a triangle ABC congruent to triangle DEF with its three angles and the three sides. So that is CPCTC. Their parts are congruent to each other. There should be 6 parts or 6 pairs. Alright? Now let's practice CPCTC. Now in here, we have to name all congruent parts of these two triangles by filling up the missing pair. We have 2 triangles here. Now I would like you to write what are the missing pair. You can use a piece of paper there with you to practice your skill on CPCTC. I'm going to give you some time. Okay, already? So angle D has one mark which would be congruent to other triangle that also has one mark, and that would be angle C. Angle O would be congruent to angle again? Yes, angle A. And then angle G would be congruent to angle T. Now let us proceed with the side. Now I want you to look at the arrangement of letters. Correspondingly means that they should be in order. Okay? So OD, again, OD should be congruent to, what is your answer? It should be AC. Again, not CA, but AC. And then if OG is congruent, it should be congruent to AT. So what would be the congruent pair or other pair of DG congruent to CT? And then we have DO congruent to CA. GO would be congruent to what? What? Okay, we have TA. And then GD would be congruent to TC. And lastly, triangle dog would be congruent to triangle cat. That is by cpctc, where all three sides and three angles are congruent to another three sides and three angles of another triangle correspondingly. Okay, don't forget that. Now Jake, you are always excited. Let us proceed with the next topic. So we all know that triangles do congruent by cpctc, but where can we use these triangles? Okay, we can use it in science, in calculating angle of elevation and depression, as well as the distance from the lighthouse, or for safety reasons as our travelers or our seafarer travel at night. We can also use it in constructing bridges, buildings and establishment, and we can also use it to make kite in arts. How important is triangle? So congruent triangles help us in making a strong structures of building, bridges, roofs, and etc. So they are very essential to us. Now, what's up with triangle congruence postulate? Remember, we already tackled about cpctc. Now we're going to proceed with side angle side, side side side, and angle side angle. Remember those three terms? We have angle side, side angle side, side side side, and angle side angle congruence postulate. These are the three triangle congruence postulates. And then I want you to be familiarized with their symbols. Okay? We have SAS, SSS, and ASA. Now let us proceed with the first one. What is side angle side postulate, or also known as SAS, that has a symbol like this? So SAS stands for side angle side congruence postulate, refers to two triangles are congruent if two sides and one included angle in a given triangle are equal to the corresponding two sides and one included angle in another triangle. Let us have an example. We have triangle B congruent to triangle man by SAS. If we're going to look at the figure, see those markings? I hope you had an idea. So in here, we have side BI congruent to side MA. And after the side BI, we will have angle I congruent to, oh, I hear someone speak. Yes, it's angle A. And then we have IG congruent to AN. Now, see, that first statement, it refers to side. And the second statement refers to the angle. For the last statement, that is, or that one refers to side. So that is how side angle side is being illustrated. Let us proceed with the second triangle congruence postulate. We have side, side, side. This will be the symbol. If you see this symbol, that means side, side, side. No angles involved. Why? Because in a side, side, side congruence postulate, if three sides of one triangle are congruent to three sides of another triangle, then the triangles are congruent. Let us have example. They say, okay, in this example, it says the triangle saw is congruent to triangle cut by SSS congruence postulate. Let's see how or why we have this congruent to that. We can say that side SA is congruent to side CU. That is one side. And then this side congruent to that side. We have AW congruent to what? UT. And then last side would be, and that one, WS. Again, sabi ay, it says WS. So the other part would be TC. And with that, we have the side of these two triangles that are congruent. So we can say that indeed, triangle saw is congruent to triangle cut by SSS. Now let us have the last one. Angle side angle postulate. So that would be the symbol for angle side angle postulate. Now what is angle side angle postulate? It states that if two angles and an included side of one triangle are congruent to two angles and one included side of another triangle, then those triangles are congruent. Now let us prove why. You see that triangle, the blue one? They say that triangle HRD, or if triangle HRD is congruent to triangle SML by ASA. Let us prove it. See these two triangles? There. Let us see if they are congruent. We have H, and angle S. If these two triangles have the same markings, means that they are really congruent. Let's see. Yes. Followed by side HR and side SM. Again, sides are congruent if they have the same markings. They have the same markings, therefore they are congruent. And then we have the angle R, same with markings of angle M, means they are congruent. Summing it up, the first given would be about the angle, followed by the side, and last, again, angle. So that is how angle side angle postulate is being illustrated. Now let us have an exercises about these three congruents. Okay, but before an exercise, before we do the exercises, let us generalize our topic. Again, what symbol was this again, guys? So this is SAS, followed by, yes, I think you guys know it. This one is about SSS. And last is, yeah, angle side angle. Now, how do we know if the triangle are or triangles are SAS congruence? Okay, we have two sides and one included angle. For here, we have three sides. And then we have two angles and one included side. Now, for your quiz, I would like you to check the table to show what triangle congruence is being illustrated by the following given. The first one is triangle DOG congruent to, triangle D congruent to angle C, side DG congruent to side CT, and angle G congruent to angle T. And then the second one is an illustration of triangle SAW and CAT. The third one, side DG congruent to side CT, angle D to angle C, side DO to side CA. And number 4, side DG congruent to side CT, DO to side CA, GO congruent to side TA. And then the last one, if two sides and an included angle of a triangle are congruent to another triangle correspondingly, then they are blank. Are you ready to reveal the right answer? Okay, let us have the first one. That is an example of ASA. And the second one would be cpctc, simply because all those three angles and all those sides have markings, the same markings with the other triangle. Number 3 would be SAS. Number 4 is, yes, SSS. And last, number 5 is SAS. I hope you guys understand or do have all answers correctly. Right, Jake? Oh, see? He's excited again. Now, let's do some tasks. We all know that this triangle congruent can be used in constructing different structure. Now, for your task, I want you to make a kite. So all you need, or you are going to construct a kite using stick, plastic, tape, and thread. And lastly, I want to see your kite flying. So here are the steps. If you think, or if you find my video to be to pass, I want you, or you can replay my video, okay? And comment by showing picture of you and your kite. And for your assignment, I want you to identify what triangle congruence postulate is being illustrated in the figure. You can pause the video if you think that my thoughts or my video was too fast. Okay? And so that's it for today, or for this week's topic. Again, I am your teacher, Ma'am Maya. And thank you for staying with me from the start up to the end of the video. Thank you guys. God bless and take care. Bye-bye.